Okay. Ready to roll? All right. Got Jason Moore. Questions for Jason?
I imagine there's a lot going through your head going into this game. I'm actually Pitt #1, my last game here, all that kind of thing, where I came from. Could you run us a little bit through what you're thinking about going into this game?
My first thought in mind was basically this was the first game that Key took over as an intern coach. So I believe at the time they was ranked 24, and that was before they changed it to a Hoosier Stadium up there. But I was a red shirt sophomore at the time, so just knowing how much that is, and kind of seeing the parallels of first game with him there, then this game being just such high magnitude. That's the first thing in mind. Then just kind of just focus on the week, treating this like a championship week, because essentially that's what it is. We win, we're in, and just kind of just having that transparency throughout the whole team, knowing just what we need to do at this juncture in time to get things going.
You and Joe Fusel have a little bit of a bond, being walk-on guys, and coming. Tell me about Joe a little bit and your friendship and what he's meant to this program.
Man, he's awesome. So he came in 21, so the year after me. So just kind of seeing the transformation of how he was then. He's just big, stiff guy, just happy-go-lucky, just happy to be here. Just trying to find his bearings, and just kind of just growing up with him in the program, the ups and downs, competing with him every single day at practice. It's just us both making each other better. It's just been just an amazing thing.
Could you give us a little evaluation of the Pitt quarterback? Does he strictly a passer? Does he like to take off and run, and how difficult will it be for you guys to defense him?
No, Mason, just going through tape, then coming up to the week, just seeing kind of whether it's ACC, Freshman of the Week accolades, all that good stuff, just kind of already having a blip on the radar probably 3-4 games beforehand, just kind of just seeing oh, this guy's known for 400 in 2 or 3 games. That's not by accident. So just going and looking at tape, seeing some of the throws he has as a freshman, some of the instinctual ways he's able to evade pressure, get out the pocket, is just a great improviser, and just knowing that we have to do our job up front to help the guys on the back end, because he's going to be a tough task, more or less, to just kind of keep under wraps.
Senior night on Saturday, just talk about, like you said, being here for a while now and seeing where the program's come from. Have you reflected on that kind of? You saw kind of the lows, and now you're seeing kind of the highs from all the work that's been put in. How much has that meant to you?
It's kind of one of those things where it's it means the world, because coming in as a freshman, you have high expectations. You see other guys you played high school ball with. They Will Anderson, he won a natty his freshman year, while I'm over here 3-9. Then just kind of next season's more or less the same thing, 3-9. Then just seeing that transition once the intern stage went through, then Key been hired as a full-time guy, then just the overall progression from year to year, just seeing just overall consistency, just being here while the building blocks of the program was being put in place, and just seeing it kind of all come to fruition at this point, just been eye-opening. Just everything's just been amazing, especially like you were saying, just seeing the lows of the lows. Probably worst moment ever as a Yellow Jacket. I didn't even play freshman year, just watching Trevor Lawrence just take us through the ringer. Then now we're just have a chance to play for an ACC championship. It's just two totally different ends of the spectrum at this point.
Coach said yesterday, this is a championship game. It's a play-in game. There's always been this approach week after week. No game's bigger than the next. He's been very transparent about the stakes of this game. What's that done for you guys when the coach is going, yeah, there's no sugarcoating it, we know what this is? How does that impact your approach, your motivation throughout this week?
I think it's just more just an overall higher sense of awareness, just knowing that we win, we're in, and just everybody being more locked in and more in tune to their keys, a lot more communication, a lot more people flying to the ball, just being where you're supposed to be, and just having just a lot, like I was saying, a lot more attention to detail and just laser focus on what we need to get done at this point.
How would you evaluate sort of the run defense over the last couple of games? Coach had given his thoughts on it yesterday. Just what do you think is the biggest thing that needs changed for that to kind of flip for you guys?
I think a lot of it is just kind of guys believing in one another and just trusting themselves, just like knowing that this guy's going to be in this gap, this guy's going to be this gap, not trying to do more or less, because most of the time whenever you get gashed in the run game, it's not because of like what another team did. Half of the time it's maybe someone misfitting the gap, jumping inside of a gap, outside of a gap, defensive end or defensive tackle thinking, oh, I could peek right here, get the back and boot, and rolls off the edge. Just kind of just having that innate confidence in one other and your own skill set that we've done like early in the season, just kind of just get back to that, get the things rolling, get back to playing regular great defensive ball.
Similar question. What was the attitude of the defense coming out of the Sunday meetings, where you go through all the corrections and that type of thing, and how do you think that translated into the preparation for this week?
Kind of like the same thing after like NC State. We just kind of just bad taste in your mouth, and it's just like Coach Gideon's talking about. He prefaced the meeting saying, "Hey, we've done this before in the past. Don't let the last 2 weeks be what dictates the rest of the season, because there's been a lot of moments where we play complimentary football for the entire team throughout the year. There's some games where it's like the offense maybe had to bail us out in certain moments when we were having lows and vice versa. So just going back, dawning on those moments, knowing that, hey, we played great ball against other great offenses while maybe the other side wasn't up at that time, just being locked in and knowing what we can do and just having the innate confidence to just go out there and do what you need to do, a part of the plan, instead of just kind of being in a rut."
Jason, talk a little bit about your head coach yesterday talked about a lot of tackling period, right? In practice. Just how do you feel like that helps you guys, in preparation for this matchup? You talked about a little bit with Mason Heisel and just the ability to escape and improvise. How do you feel like that kind of helps you guys for preparation in this game?
I think just kind of like the same thing where it's like last 2 weeks, a lot of stuff on tape and people having taken wrong angles, not owning their leverages, and that might have been as a cause to not being in pads as often, and just kind of being back and feeling where, hey, I need to take this certain angle, inside out, a receiver coming this way, feel with my left shoulder, right shoulder based on the back's leverage, knowing that where I need to be right here so we could just have 11 hats to the ball so we can down the ball carry without like extra mush yardage and whatnot.
How do you describe Bobby Dodd at night?
It's electric. So just like I know like some of my favorite moments being here has always been night games, and it's just kind of weird where it's like I feel like we perform a lot better, especially here during night games, whether it's just throughout the years against other ranked opponents coming in or just like other highly touted ACC matchups or whatnot. Just like when the lights are shining and you just see the skyline in the back and to see the pencil building just glowing orange, it's just awesome. It's just like amazing. Then cattle corner, see the Coca-Cola bill, it's just amazing just seeing like all the other sights and the sounds of being in the city.
I don't want to reflect too much, Jason, but like you just said, you guys have had electric matchups here. One that comes to mind is UNC, that upset win you guys had. But what's been maybe your favorite game you've played in just at Bobby Dodd at night?
UNC is a close second. I say first would probably be like Syracuse at night when we played them, was it 2 years ago, to be bowl eligible for the first time. Just that overall feeling of elation, just like going from losing. We finally got over the hump, got to bowl eligibility. And I'll probably also say NC State last year. That was like right down at the end, game-winning field goal, right? Just amazing.
Anything else? J-Mo, appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys.